Woohoo!
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then—
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Whoa. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I get the feeling Deadeye's signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed...
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
What's wrong? All right.
What?
Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
Well... I see.
Excuse me!
Good.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey! Maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're in.
Get lost!
The heavens must be smiling.
Let's dispose of the trash.
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. We're in good form.
Isn't that what we were asked to find? What's this thing?
Is this the so-called legendary instrument?
Actually, I think it's one of the freight train parts that I was using for a sword.
I'm sure anything will be fine. We should take it.
How's this?
I see.
Great. Huh?
Great.
I can't believe you managed to shoo off that irritating bard.
Had we brought him along, it would have livened up our journey considerably.
You know, maybe you're right. We could have hit it off.
Yeah, and the two of you could be irritating together.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference.
Oh, how... Great!
Yes. Hey. Really? What? Yes.
All right. Right. What?
Huh?
All right.
Yes.
Oh.
Huh? Yes.
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure. As long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out. right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hoodle, don't get blown away, okay?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Take this! Try this on for size! Raging Luna Storm! Whirlwind Snap! Sword Rain
Your
Alpha!
reflexes will not serve you well here.
Rising Phoenix! Come on, take this! Elusive! You're mine! Talon Hurricane! All good things come to
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll tear you apart!
Phoenix!
You're mine! I'll face you! Take this!
Sword Rain Alpha! Try harder! My turn! Be still! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed walk. Prepare to be sealed or fleet of foot. Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired? It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Clear for us a path! Stand! You're mine! They got me flanked!
You're finished!
I'm on it!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
I'm just getting started!
Divine hit!
It was nice while it lasted a lot, Mark. Eat this! Talon
Sword Rain
Hurricane!
Alpha! Lightning Thrust!
Quiver Thrust!
You're finished! Mirage! Burn in hell!
Do it!
Lewis Gate! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
So I still had room to grow.
Somehow, things are even worse out.
Gotta break through!
Raging Cascade!
Can't get out of this! Dragon Shout!
Take this! You're finished!
Begin!
Talon Sword Rain Alpha!
Sweet now.
Eagle
Elusive
Fire!
Phoenix!
Talon Storm! Roll now!
We're in the home stretch, guys.
Eyes on the prize!
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Go tower
Sword
to
Rain! I'm ready!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hey! Blow them away!
I'm impressed you managed to keep up.
Don't patronize me.
Go no further!
Take this! You're finished! First strike! Sword Rain Alpha!
Not on my watch!
Elusive deity!
Be still!
Raging
Rising
Cascade!
Phoenix! Take this!
It's all day!
It's over!
All finish! Blind
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Take this! You're finished!
Leave the enemy's arts to me!
I'm
ready.
Take this! Remember!
Astral energy!
Say no more! No,
I'm ready!
Looks like it could be worth something.
Little help!
Here I come!
Dust to dust!
You're mine! You're finished! Sword Rain Alpha! Here I come! It's over! Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Leave the ensnaring to
All
me.
yours!
Yeah! And the
It's
puzzle
over.
is to me!
Try this!
You're being...
I'm ready! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. Degradation to light.
Wind
You're
astral
finished!
energy!
Allow me to help you.
I'm practically unstoppable.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
Oh?
Yes! There!
Is that so? You don't...
How?
I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice work.
Oh?
Very nice.
Well?
Yes!
What?
What?
I don't believe this!
All right. No.
Sure.
Really now.
Yes!
What?
What?
That? Yeah?
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Why didn't the Renin...
Hi, Hoodle!
Take this!
Hero!
Dragon!
Vanquish darkness!
You're mine! That's right! Attempt it!
I'll finish you here and now! Glimmer Dragon!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Elusive
We're in the home stretch, guys!
What she said? Eyes on the prize!
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Resonate with the
I'm not done! Shockwave Flip!
and tear!
Dazzle! Take this! It's over!
Elusive deity! It's time!
Lightning raging cascade!
Dragon Shell!
Threat! Purge malevolence! Our magic is am!
This could be useful.
Discourteous, aren't you?
You're mine!
Raging cascade!
It's over!
This one's mine!
Negative gate!
Feel! This one's mine!
Air pressure!
Dazzle!
Take off.
Magic Phoenix!
We
got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it! Eat this!
All yours!
I'm ready!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Magic is
Here I
am!
come!
Blade!
Miron! Take this!
I've been doing really great lately.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Try harder! My turn! No escape! Eat this! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike!
Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha!
Tear him up! Resonate with the earth! I'll finish you here and now!
Not a chance! I'm not done!
Heal!
Shockwave Slash!
All good things come to an end!
Here I come! Try harder! You're mine! Dazzle! Rising Phoenix!
Crumble!
You're mine! You're finished! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll finish you here and now!
Dragon Shell! You're
Forgive
finished!
me. This is my fault.
Fairy Circle!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with resuscitation.
Now I'm in the groove!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Gonna smart.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Seismic Rupture!
Rising Phoenix!
Lost, you alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha! Lightning Thrust!
From beyond,
You're mine!
imbue this vanquished soul with life.
Lunar
From
Rondo!
beyond,
Burn!
imbue this vanquished soul with life.
Here I come! It's over! Lunar Rondo! You're on! You're mine! Try harder! Now!
I'd let you all down.
No mercy!
Strike! Flaming thrust!
Firmament
Leave the
Render!
chargers to me!
Thank you. Stardust!
Everlasting
Luna Rondo!
Leave the enemy parts to
Take
me!
this!
No complaint here!
May a thousand gales carry you to shreds!
A thrilling performance.
These fists have got your name on them!
Another incantation ruined.
Take this!
I'll finish you here and now!
Take this!
Talon
Wow! Remember!
Astral energy!
Say no more. I can feel my power growing.
I wonder just how many people have been saved by Shion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
Vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphen had better stay on his toes.
Where do I come into this? Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zoogle, this just might be paradise.
Great, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
There's something in the water. Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Is there a reason you're looking at me so intently?
Shion's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear. Certainly looks the part. I can tell at a glance what high quality everything is.
It's not often Shion's that impressed. You wear a lot of rings too, don't you?
They were a gift, purchased rather cheaply, or so I was told.
What's your definition of cheap, exactly?
I believe it was around 100 to 200,000 gold.
What? If my wolf head cost 10 gold, then that'd mean... Holy crap! They cost 1,000 times more?!
10,000 times more.
If he sold those things off, I bet he could build a damn mansion with them.
At the very least, he'd never go hungry the rest of his life.
You're all beginning to sound alarmingly interested in my rings.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? That unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my master core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Shouldn't you be resting?
I wanted to talk with you for a bit.
I don't really want to talk right now.
Right. I'll, stop bothering you then.
I didn't say you were bothering me. Sorry. Don't take it personally. I'm just not used to being around other people, so I don't really know how to chit-chat.
Well, for a start, you let your guard down a little. Hey, here's a thought. What if you tell me about your childhood?
What with my thorns and all, I didn't really have one. Not to speak of, anyway. Although, I guess I did have one friend.
Who was it?
A really old doll.
Oh.
When I was a little girl, the doll was the only thing I could touch and hold without worrying about my thorns hurting it. I would do things like dress it up or sit it on my lap when I was eating. The two of us were practically inseparable.
Can I ask something?
Is it about the fact that I played with dolls?
No, it isn't. I only wanted to ask who gave you the doll in the first place.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Where is it now?
I had to leave it behind when I left Lenegis. I didn't have a choice. Most likely it's long gone at this point. You go ahead and sleep. I'm going to grab another bite to eat first. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
Now where might those fish be?
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Yeah! I've got something. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
There we go. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
That went pretty well.
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. I've got something. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
There certainly are a wide array of fish on Dana.
There we go. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
That went pretty well.
There we go. Well, it's not bad, per se.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Try harder! My turn! Demon Fang!
Roll away! Careful! It has some kind of camouflage!
Not a chance! Talon Hurricane! I missed your infinity! Glitter Blade!
I don't feel so good.
Hey, are you alright?
I'll be fine.
Then connect me with them.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on a roll now! Blah, 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 magic! Crossblade! Cover the caster!
Now! Here I come! It's over!
Pile driver! The cup is to swallow, too.
It's over! You picked the wrong side!
Radiant
Watch this! I'm not done! Demon Fang!
Take this! Talon Hurricane! Air thrust!
Allow me to help you.
Eagle Fly!
No harm to being interrupted.
Talon Gale! Carry
I'm
the
not
drone!
done! Demon Fang!
Gale!
Demon Fang!
Another incast isn't looking good.
You're finished! Demon Fang!
Thank you.
Eat this! Dance in the wind! Air thrower!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Permanent
Cover and win!
Really owe you one. Yeah, appreciate the concern. The sooner you stop thanking, the sooner you can start helping. I mean, yes, sir.
I have no limits! You're mine! It's over! It's
The enemy wields art too.
We'll soon see about that!
Searing Gale! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Shine, radiant light.
You're mine!
Force of
It's
regeneration.
over! Burn!
Now you see what I can do. Now I'm in the groove.
In here!
Here I go!
I'll be saving
Demon
you!
Fang!
Don't suffer.
Let's tear 'em up! Astral energy!
Say no more!
I'm even stronger than before. No backing down!
Take this!
Ready to go! Negative gate.
Ready!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
No escape! Here I come!
Flying free.
Why
can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Take this! You're finished! I'm on it! Raining Flash!
Is that a healing arm? It
You're
is.
mine!
I can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
You're finished! It's time! Blow away! Flaming Thrust! Rising Phoenix!
Now!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Coming through.
Subway Flash!
Swallow dance.
Here I go!
Let's get you all tucked away!
Everlasting dark. Negative gate. Resonate with the earth.
Watch Try harder!
All good things come to an end.
It's over! Raining Flash!
Sorry.
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Try harder!
Let you all down.
My turn! You're finished!
Raging Luna
Not
Storm.
today!
Banana, let's go!
I'm not done! Be still! Rising Phoenix! Take it!
Coming through!
You're mine! You're finished! Blow away!
Allow me to help.
Double Demon Fang! I'm on! Flaming Thrust! Here I come!
Ready and ready. Watch it.
Lunar Rondo!
Raging storm!
Here I come!
Tunnel!
It's over!
I may be be less pleasant than usual.
Wait, when have you ever been pleasant?
Not since meeting you, Law.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Benediction light.
The
fluidity of your movements is simply incredible. Another incantation ruined.
I'll stop it, Kitara!
Thanks, Kitara.
Why, thank you, your lordship.
And will you lay down your life for your lord?
Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty.
Double Demon Fang! Here I come!
Benediction light.
Shining Super Dagger! That's my cue!
Double Demon Fang!
Shut him down!
Raging Storm!
Take this!
This works!
Negative roll now!
Resonate with the
There
earth.
you go! Don't stop!
Try harder!
You'll find no mercy.
Stay away from my friend! I'm not done!
I've used too much.
Double Demon Fang!
Not today!
I'm ready! That's freaking done it!
Double Demon Fang!
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
Lost!
Demons descend! Flashing Fang!
So, did you like my boost art?
Yeah, it was off the charts.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
The vermilion vegetation certainly gives this realm a distinct, if somber, ambiance.
Seems like there's lots of fruit and plants that we can eat.
I also can't help but notice the ceaseless howling of the wind.
It should be easy to dry our laundry out here.
I can't tell if these two are actually having a conversation or what. Hey, Rinwell, what was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danon hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renins came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hoodle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hoodle's wings aren't even black.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Good night, everyone. All right, guys. Ready to go? An opponent like this should be easy.
Ready? Ready to dig! Lightning thrust! I'm on it! Coming to the mighty!
Ready!
Mirage!
Alright!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a challenge!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong! What about me?
Lightning thrust! Rising grenade! Blue escape! Swallow blade! Double demon fang! I'm on it! I'm ready!
I'm practically unstoppable.
I can't wait to start making our meal.
Ooh, we having something new to eat?
Yep, now that we have all the ingredients.
An opponent like this should be easy. Blue escape! Slice!
First strike!
It's your devastation!
Take them out in your dreams!
Mirage!
My astral lightning condemned!
Here I come! We're cleaning house!
Let me take the rest.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Resonate with the earth!
First Blue escape! Rising!
Arrow ball!
Over so soon?
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Further! I'll tear you apart!
Take it!
You take it! First strike!
Light asteroid
Devastation!
Now!
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Dragon Starter! Clear for us!
Come one, come all!
Lightning orb! Stand to the wind!
I'm not done!
Air thrust!
Take this!
Lightning energy!
Talon hurricane! I'll finish you here now! Rotating pile driver! Talon hurricane!
Here I come! Not a chance! Blue escape! Rising wyvern! Strut! Starter! I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block! We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner. Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
No further! Slash! I'm on! Eternal devastation!
Feel!
Rising Phoenix!
Let's get you off!
Here I come! Take this! Ha! You're finished!
More where that came from!
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Heal! I really
Eternal devastation! Here I come!
Dragon down!
Dance in the wind!
Crush!
Feel!
I'm just getting started! How's that for a kick? I'm getting better, right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy footwork.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
No! I'm practically unstoppable.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Now I'm real mad!
You're mine! You're fighting pile driver! Lunar Rongo! Mirage! You picked the wrong fight! I'm not done! Swallow Blade! Eternal devastation! I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
You're mine! First strike!
Seismic rupture!
I'm not done! Swallow Blade! Rising Tiger! It's over!
Thy mystic mercy!
Lunar Rongo!
Blow away!
Try harder! Not
Another incantation ruined.
Thank you.
You say it as though you're surprised.
It'll take a bit to get used to.
Raging Luna Storm!
Try harder!
Resonate with the
Here I
earth!
come!
Solo dance! On your knees!
Take this! It's over! Try harder! Not a chance! Smooth escape! Swallow Blade! Rising Wyvern!
Thank you.
Rising Phoenix! Orochi's Fury!
Glimmer Dragon! There you go! Don't let up! Firmament Render!
Raging Luna Storm!
Pitch on! Not today!
In here!
Orochi's Fury!
You like me again!
Explosive ring!
Well, I'm on a roll now!
And you take it in the direction you like.
Denied!
Heal! Light after light!
Swallow fan! Orochi's Fury!
Burning Splendor!
First strike! You're done!
Radiant Blow!
Arrow Squall!
Regeneration!
These
Regenerate!
fists have got your name on them!
He who prepares is
I'm gonna need
Now
more.
I'm in the groove!
Raging Storm!
I'm not done!
Orochi's Fury!
Razor Cyclone!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Bestow
Orochi's Fury!
Raging Cascade!
Fairy
In here!
Circle! Allow me to help you.
Photon Blast!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Alright!
Raging Luna Storm! This one's all mine!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
That'll teach us for getting cocky.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
No backing down!
You're mine!
Dragon Shout!
Negative gate! Resonate with the earth!
Take this!
Now I'm in the groove!
Luna Rongo!
Talon
Mirage! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind!
You're mine!
I'll grind you into
Luna
dust!
Rongo! Rimmer!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Did you see?
Sure did. You were checking out Kisara from behind.
What? No, I wasn't!
Gotta break through!
Can't get out of this! Raging Luna Storm!
Eat this!
Orochi's Fury!
Seismic
Rising
Dragon!
Wyvern!
Purge Malevolence!
Rising Phoenix!
Big Waterfall!
Never have I been so popular.
Orochi's Fury!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you? Hey,
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Everlasting
Easter!
In here!
Negative gate!
More
not
Photon
done.
Pile!
It's
More
locked!
Astral Energy!
Orochi's Fury!
Can't get out of this!
Dance in the wind!
I shall ensure you survive this!
Rising Phoenix!
You're mine!
This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ashes!
Your whirling
turn.
struggle! Blah, blah, blah!
I'm ready!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
It's over!
With this, I can become even stronger!
no backing down!
Crazy cascade! Where are you going? Glimmer Dragon!
Take this! I'm not...
I'm heading to the wind!
Eruptive Fury!
Watch this!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Phoenix!
Magic is in!
Force of regeneration! Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Tear! All yours! I owe you one!
Crazy cascade!
Stardust! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off! Lunar Rongo! I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Right, here goes!
In a bind!
I'm on it!
Please now!
You're finished!
I'll
take
take you.
Fury! Flash!
I'm
ready! Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Not a chance! No escape! Nothing, Knuckle! Here I come!
Gale Force! Now!
Light Burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Trapped in darkness, pierced by light.
I call it the Rindo Special.
Let's see what you've got.
Take this! It's over!
Crowded enough with astral energy as it is.
Destructive!
Don't mind if I do.
I'm not done! Dragon Swarm!
Flying freak! We can make you still!
Shion, can you take care of them? Light Burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Take this!
Certainly not.
Lunar Rongo!
In here!
Do it!
Eon, astral energy! Full throttle!
Now! Your mark!
Rotating
pile driver! Glimmer Dragon! Rising Light! Totally! In an instant! Impact Clock!
We managed to pull through.
You're finished! Here's the purge, malevolent! Harvester!
Rising Wyvern!
Freeze Lancer! Dance
It's
in the
over.
wind!
Lunar
Steel
Rongo! You're
I'll
on!
be saving this one!
Ignite!
The airborne
Now!
scoundrel.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off! You're
Here!
finished! Lunar
Let's get you
Rongo!
all tucked away!
You're on! Here I come! Don't leave! Blow them away!
We resonate in perfect harmony.
Glorious, harmonious melody of punching, etc., etc.
Come on, Law, not you too.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For crown contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.